from Westminster, Havre de Grace, and Parkville meet today on It's Academic. Hi everyone, I'm Dave Zarin. Thanks for joining us today on It's Academic. Let's get to our opening round. We start our teams out with 100 points. In this opening round, 10 points for each correct answer, 10 points off should our teams miss. Teams, the category is all your answers. In this first round, we'll begin with the letter V. The letter V in this first round. Here we go. This Russian river is the longest in Europe. Westminster.
Volga.
Volga, you got it, Mike. Next, this color is at the end of the visible spectrum. Yes, Parkville.
Violet.
Violet, you got it, Rashad. Next, continuing with the V's. This is the capital of Lithuania. No looks of recognition there. It's Vilnius, V-I-L-N-I-U-S. Next, he is Maryland's junior U.S. Senator. Yes, Parkville.
Van Hollen.
Chris Van Hollen, you got it, Drew. Next, he was the Roman god of the forge. Parkville again.
Vulcan.
Vulcan, you got it, Rashad. Next, he wrote Slaughterhouse-Five and Cat's Cradle. Parkville.
Vonnegut.
Kurt Vonnegut is it. Next, this mathematical term refers to a quantity having both magnitude, Parkville.
Vector.
Vector, magnitude and direction. And lastly, the Summer Olympics include a beach variety of this. Yes, Parkville?
Volleyball.
Volleyball, and that's the end of the opening round on It's Academic.
It's Academic with David Zarin. It's Academic brought to you by Giant. New things are happening at Giant. And by Morgan State University. Growing the future, leading the world.
Thank you for spending part of your day with us here on It's Academic. We have a wonderful crowd here today. We have the Westminster High Pep Band, and we've got 9 great players. Let's meet the first 3. They hail from Westminster High School, and Chase and Michael and Dylan, nice to have you here for the very first time. Let's find out a little bit about each one of you. Chase, tell us about yourself, please.
Hi, my name is Chase Fields. I'm from 10th grader at Westminster High School. Besides Academic Challenge, I play tennis, and I'm in National Math Honor Society. And I'd like to thank our alternates, Kayla and Ian, our band teacher, Mr. Frazier, and our wonderful band for being here today.
They were waiting to hear all those things. You done good. You done good, Chase. Yeah, Michael, tell us about yourself.
I'm Michael Stradula, and I'm a 10th grader at Westminster High School, and other than this academic, I'm the president of the Philosophy Club and the vice president of the Chemistry Club. And I'd like to thank our administrator, Mr. Buckley, for coming in here today.
Very good. And he'll be up on set in just a few moments. Thank you, Michael. So, Chase, you're a sophomore. Michael, you're a sophomore. Dylan, you're...
A sophomore as well.
Go for 3. Good. Tell us about yourself.
I'm Dylan Flater. I'm a sophomore at Westminster. Other than Academic Challenge, I'm the president of the Chemistry Club. I'm in the Philosophy Club, and I play tennis. And I would like to thank our coaches, Mr. Dixon and Mr. Gray.
Wonderful. Yeah, they've done a great job with you guys. All right, gentlemen, look at your monitor. These questions are just for you. 20 points for each correct answer. No penalties should you miss. Faster number count. You can count on 20 points if you find in this phrase the term for what bone that's also called the breastbone. What you see in all those letters there?
The ulna.
Actually, it's S-T-E-R-N-U-M, the sternum. The sternum's another name for the breastbone. Next question for you. Continue to look at your monitor. An honor, a rebuke, or a secret. If you were given a reprimand, you would be receiving which of these?
A rebuke.
Yes, sir. Haber to Hyacinth. You check this volume of an old encyclopedia to learn about what English astronomer who discovered and gave his name to a reappearing comet.
Haley.
Haley is right. Here's a choice among Argus, Cerberus, and Pegasus. Of these 3 mythical creatures, which one is a horse?
Pegasus.
Yes, indeed. And last question for you in this round. May we never confuse honest dissent with disloyal subversion. These were the words of what 34th president who had been a World War II general?
Eisenhower.
Ike it is. Nicely done, Westminster. Takes you to 190. Good start to our game. We move next to Havre de Grace. And Jenna, nice to have you here for the first time. And Daniel and Rebecca, nice to have you back again. Jenna, tell us the Jenna story.
I'm a senior at Haverty Grace, and in addition to the academic team, I am a member of the varsity tennis team, National Honor Society, and speech and debate, and the captain of mock trial. We'd like to thank our alternate, Peyton Zimmerman, today.
Wonderful. They're an integral part of this team. Boy, you do everything, Jenna. Thanks for finding time for us today. Daniel, our captain. Welcome back, Dan.
Thank you. I'm Daniel. I am a member of the swim and tennis team at Haverty Grace High School. I'm a senior. I'm also a member of the National Honor Society and Key Club.
Wonderful. A lot of tennis players here today. Yeah. Rebecca, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm a junior at Haverty Grace High School, and in addition to its academic, I'm a member of the speech and debate team, the Student Government Association, National Honor Society, and I'll be playing tennis in the spring.
Thank you. Parkville, you know I'm going to ask you that. All right, Haverty Grace, these are for you. Look at your monitor. 20 points, no penalties. Grasp art antiques. You can grasp 20 points if you can find hidden in this phrase the name of what militaristic Greek city-state, the rival of Athens?
Sparta.
Yes, sir. Pedagogue, ideologue, or demagogue? Which of these terms best describes a person who is skilled at stirring up crowds in order to achieve his own political ends? Which got?
Demagogue.
Demagogue as is, yes. Salmon to soybeans. You check out this volume of an old encyclopedia to learn about what precious metal whose chemical symbol is Ag.
Silver.
Silver, that's it. Here's a choice among convicts, immigrants, and marine biologists. A book about Ellis Island would give you information about which of these groups of people?
Immigrants.
That's right. And lastly, life is a great adventure. This quote comes from what 26th president who enjoyed many adventures as a big game hunter and as a cavalry officer in the Spanish-American War?
Roosevelt.
Teddy it is. Well done, Haverty Grace. Takes you to 200 points. Good job. And our third team today hails from Parkville High School, and these dapper-looking gentlemen here, welcome two back, Drew and Rashad. And Stephen, nice to have you here for the first time. Drew, tell us about yourself.
My name is Drew Prokosky. I'm a senior at Parkville High School. In addition to its academic, I'm the former president of the Future Business Leaders of America, the former captain of our cyber defense team, and an active member of our magnet program.
Great voice, great presence there, Drew. Rashad, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Rashad Wati. I'm a 17-year-old senior from Parkville High School. And in addition to its academic, I'm a part of the school's cyber defense team and choir. And I'd like to thank our friends, family, and coaches, and our alternate, Nick, for being here.
Nick was waiting for his name to be mentioned. Thank you, Rashad. Very accomplished young man there. Stephen, tell us about yourself. Welcome to the show.
Hello, my name is Stephen Fuller. I'm a senior at Parkville High School, and in addition to its academic, I run distance track and field.
Wonderful. All right, scholar athlete. Gentlemen, look at your monitor. These are for you. 20 points, no penalties. Perhaps burgers or fish. Hidden within this tentative lunch order is the name of what Austrian royal dynasty that lasted until 1918?
Habsburg.
That's it. Potent, punitive, or pestilent. Which one of these words would you properly use as a synonym for powerful?
Potent.
Yep. Cat to Coventry. In this volume of an old encyclopedia, you'd find a listing for what 16th century Polish astronomer who developed a heliocentric theory of the universe?
Copernicus.
That's right. Here's a choice among 5 pounds, 22 pounds, or 56 pounds. Which of these weights would be closest to the weight of 10 kilograms?
5 pounds.
Ooh, 22. 22 is the right answer there. And lastly, you cannot qualify war in harsher terms than I will. These words came from what harsh Union general who ordered a destructive march through Georgia?
Sherman.
Sherman. Thank you, Drew. Nicely done. Parkville takes you to 240.
For 150 years, Morgan State University has been growing the future while preserving the past. Designated a national treasure by the National Trust for Historic Preservation, the campus at Morgan State is a campus filled with tradition, community, and a diverse culture. Inside its historic walls, students become leaders in academic achievement and pioneers in technological advancement. Explore Maryland Center for Innovation and Learning, on campus or online. Explore Morgan State. Go to morgan.edu.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Giant has unbelievable produce prices. So you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
That's right, honey. Bye. Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. From delicious recipes to fresh time savers, Savory Magazine is full of the things that make life savory. Flip or click through today with copies in store and online.
The sweet sounds of the Westminster High School Pep Band. We'll be hearing them more in our program today. You know, today's winner moves on to the playoffs, but no one's going home empty-handed. That's because the Baltimore Orioles are once again proud to support its academic. We'll be providing tickets next season for all of today's competing students. You know, celebrating the success of our young people makes us all fans. Find out more about the Orioles' involvement in education and the lives of youth in our community. Why don't you check out their website, oriolesreach.com. Before you head out to the ballpark, why don't you check us out on our It's Academic Facebook page. Let's check that score. Close game before we ask any more questions. Right now, Westminster is at 190, Havre de Grace at 200, and Parkville at 240. Well played, everybody. We move next to the picture perfect round. Everybody plays. This is a competitive round. There's a picture with each question. 20 points for each correct answer, 20 points off team should you miss, and that first picture is coming into view. These sand dunes are found in what desert valley? Yes, Parkville.
Sahara.
No, the lowest geographical point in the United States. We were headed for Death Valley there. Next picture. This is Spain's Charles III, a member of what royal dynasty whose name is associated with a type of whiskey? The Bourbons. The Bourbons. Next, when this 19th century photograph was taken, there was only one large building visible in this view of what largest Manhattan park? Havre de Grace.
Central Park.
Central Park. That's it, Dan. Good. What's the average of these three numbers? Parkville.
-3.
-3. You got it, Steve. Nicely done. Next, this Buffalo Bill painting can be seen in what Wyoming town that shares its name with the last name of Buffalo Bill? His name was Buffalo Bill Cody, C-O-D-Y. Next, American artist William Merritt Chase was a master of what style of painting? Yes, Havre de Grace.
Impressionism?
Impressionism, absolutely right. Nicely done, Jenna. Next, a visitor to the Smithsonian can see this 107-pound crystal ball made of what Q initialed silicon dioxide mineral? Yes, Parkville.
Quartz.
Quartz, you got it. Last picture coming up. The F-16 fighter is named for what same hawk-like bird of prey that is the mascot of the Air Force Academy? Havre de Grace.
Falcon.
Falcon, you got it, Rebecca, and that's the end of the picture perfect round.
Light City is back with concerts, displays, and more.
Shining a light on the neighborhoods and the people of Charm City.
A free festival of light music and innovation.
The Baltimore Office of Promotion and the Arts. Light City and WJZ. See the neighborhood lights this weekend. Lightcity.org for more. WJZ is your Light City connection.
To honor the memory of It's Academic's creator, we are presenting the 2018 Sophie Altman Coach of the Year Award. Established by Giant Food, the award is a tribute to all It's Academic coaches. To learn how to nominate your coach, check our website, itsacademicquizshow.com. Speaking of great coaches, we have some in the studio right now with some outstanding administrators. Let's meet them. Let's go to the home of the Owls, the Westminster High School team with 190 points. And you brought everybody out today. Mike, tell us who's back there.
To my right is our coach and Mr. Gray, who's a chemistry teacher at Westminster. Behind me is our other coach, Mr. Dixon, who is a AP physics teacher at our high school. And to my left is Mr. Buckley, who is an administrator at our high school.
Thank you all, gentlemen, for being here today and the support you give these young people. Michael did a nice job there. With 260 points, tied for the lead, the home of the Warriors, Havre de Grace. Daniel, would you do the introductions, please?
All right. To my right, we have our principal, Mr. Reynolds. And to my left, we have our coach, Mr. Nussbaum, who also teaches math.
Mr. Coach, Mr. Principal, thank you for being here today and all you do for these youngsters. And Parkville tied for the lead with 260. And Rashad, would you do the honors?
Absolutely. To my right, we have our principal, Miss Astorita. Directly behind me, we have our coach, Mr. Bruns. And to my left, we have our coach, Mr. Giovanangelo.
Thank you all for being here with us today and for all the support you give. You know, in our next round of questions, should our teams answer all 8 of our questions correctly, we make a big fuss. We release balloons, we light up lights, and those lights are flashing in front of you right now, Daniel. So while I have your attention, would you pick packet 1, 2, or 3 for the gentleman at Westminster?
3.
3 it is. All right. Chase, Michael, and Dylan, I have faith you can get all 8 of these. Don't let me down. Here we go. In 1539, the great Portuguese historian João de Araujo was awarded a huge land grant in what Portuguese colony, now South America's largest country?
Brazil.
That's it. The first scientist to use mercury in a thermometer was what man who gave his name to a temperature scale represented by the letter F?
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit it is. Next, the translation of the Bible into what European language helped ensure the influence of Martin Luther in his native land?
German.
German is right. Science question for you, gentlemen. Look at your monitor. Hydrogen has an atomic weight of 1, oxygen 16. Therefore, which of these numbers is the mass of 2 moles of water?
36.
36 it is. Nicely done. Next, Martha Washington must have had a sense of humor when she named her pet cat for what first Secretary of the Treasury?
James Madison.
Alexander Hamilton was the right answer there. Next, people usually ask friends to lend them money. But in a famous line from Shakespeare, what did Mark Antony ask friends, Romans, and countrymen to lend him?
A hand.
An ear. An ear. He would have liked to have had a hand, I'm sure. Math question for you. Look at your monitor, please. If each of the base angles in an isosceles triangle is 50 degrees, how many degrees are there in the vertex angle?
80.
80 is right. Last question for you in this round. The phrase spin doctor first appeared in print during the 1984 re-election campaign of what 40th U.S. chief executive?
Reagan.
Reagan it is. Nicely done, Westminster. Takes you to 310 points. All right, we came close to giving away those 25 bonus points. That might happen for Havre de Grace. Rashad, packet 1 or 2 for Havre de Grace?
Packet 2.
Packet 2. Okay, Jenna, Daniel, Rebecca, I have faith, and I want to see balloons. Here we go. Christopher Columbus was captain of the Santa Maria. But Christopher Jones was both master and owner of what ship that sailed into Plymouth Harbor in 1620?
The Mayflower.
Mayflower is right. During the Punic Wars, people on both sides of the Alps were terrified when Hannibal crossed the mountains with what huge pachyderms?
Elephants.
That's right. Some liniment for aching muscles would have been appreciated by what mythical Greek condemned to hold the heavens on his shoulders forever?
Atlas.
Atlas is. Listen to those ladies there, Daniel. Science question for you. Look at the monitor. Which of these terms refers to an organelle that may contain red and yellow pigments and is found in the cells of flower petals and the skins of fruits?
Chromoplast.
Chromoplast it is. In addition to Walden Pond, Thoreau wrote about a New England river that shares what name with the ship that fought the Monitor in the Civil War?
Merrimack.
You got it. Thank you, Rebecca. Merrimack it is. Bah humbug was the favorite phrase of what miserly character who learns the error of his ways in Charles Dickens' story A Christmas Carol?
Scrooge.
Scrooge, yeah. Math question, Havre de Grace, on your monitor. Simplify this expression, giving me your answer as a positive integer, please.
25 times 9 would be 225, maybe.
What you got?
225.
15 was the answer. 15. Good try. Last question for you in this round. Founded centuries ago by the Phoenicians, what port city became part of many historic empires and is now the capital of Lebanon? That's Beirut. Beirut. The end of the round for Havre de Grace takes you to 380. All right, I have one packet left, packet one. All right, guys, no pressure. It's all up to you to get these bonus points. I know you can do it. Here we go. After leading his followers in the Long March of 1934-35, Mao Zedong became head of the Communist Party of what country?
China.
China. Among those Americans who bitterly denounced the 1857 Dred Scott decision was what abolitionist who led a raid at Harper's Ferry 2 years later?
Brown?
John Brown, that's it, Drew. Good answer. Next, at Stevens Institute of Technology, the duck mascot looks like a duck and walks like a duck and is named for what fierce king of the Huns?
Attila.
Attila the duck, that's right. Size question for you. On your monitor, please. Which of these terms is used to name the functional unit of a vertebrate kidney?
Nephron.
Nephron it is, yes. Terpsichore and Thalia were two of what 9 mythical figures who presided over such subjects as poetry and astronomy? What you think, guys? Those are the muses. The muses. Next, any list of precocious writers would include what young English woman who was only 18 when she began her novel Frankenstein?
Mary Shelley.
Mary Shelley it is. Math question, gentlemen. Simplify this expression, giving me your answer as a positive integer, please.
64.
8 was the right answer there. Last question for you in this round. What 13th president came to office on the death of Zachary Taylor, but was unable to win re-election when he ran on the know-nothing ticket?
Fillmore.
Fillmore. Good way to end the round. Parkville, 380.
Here at Giant, we're rethinking our store brand products. One by one, we're eliminating the things you don't want, like high fructose corn syrup, and reducing things like sugar and salt. And every item is customer approved before we call it done. The products you love, now even better. Only at Giant.
For 150 years, Morgan State University has been growing the future while preserving the past. Designated a national treasure by the National Trust for Historic Preservation, the campus at Morgan State is a campus filled with tradition, community, and a diverse culture. Inside its historic walls, students become leaders in academic achievement and pioneers in technological advancement. Explore Maryland Center for Innovation and Learning, on campus or online. Explore Morgan State. Go to morgan.edu.
Here at Giant, we're rethinking our store brand products. One by one, we're eliminating the things you don't want, like high fructose corn syrup, and reducing things like sugar and salt. And every item is customer approved before we call it done. The products you love, now even better. Only at Giant.
Roar for Kids is a family festival. Roar is a 5K race. Roar is a mascot challenge. Roar is entertainment. Roar is a fun walk. Roar is a raffle. Roar is something for the entire family to enjoy. Roar is Saturday, April 28th at Oregon Ridge Park. Roar for Kids benefits the children's programs at Kennedy Krieger Institute. Register at roarforkids.org.
Welcome back. Great crowd out there, all clapping for 9 outstanding players. And you might have seen just in that last block there, a beautiful work of art in the front row there. The art teacher at Westminster and that beautiful Indian, the Warriors over there. In this last round, questions are worth 20 points up or down, 30 up or down for the visuals. Let's check that score. Right now, Westminster is at 310. Havre de Grace, 380. Parkville, 380. Still anybody's game. This is the finale. Good luck, everybody. We begin. Emmett Ashford was the first African-American in the major leagues to hold what non-playing position requiring a mask and a chest protector? Parkville.
Umpire?
Umpire it is. After damming the torpedoes, Admiral Farragut steamed full speed ahead in what Alabama bay where he won a critical victory in August 1864? That was Mobile Bay. Next, mail carriers in one Cleveland suburb had recently been attacked by what wild birds that Ben Franklin wanted as our national symbol? Have read to Grace?
Turkey.
Turkey, that's it. 30-point question. Everybody look at your monitor, please. This is the island of St. John, part of what group of islands that the United States bought from Denmark in 1917? Yes, Parkville.
U.S. Virgin Islands.
Virgin Islands it is, absolutely right. Thank you, Drew. Today's luggage is not made of the kind of fabric that gave what nickname to Northerners who traveled south after, yes, Parkville?
Carpet.
Carpetbag. We'll take that. Carpetbaggers it is, yes, during the Civil War. Next, here's a choice. The law expressing the force between two electric charges at rest is known as Ampere's law, Faraday's law, or Coulomb's law. Parkville.
Coulomb's law.
Coulomb's, you got it. Rashad, next. A planet that might support life has been found only 64 trillion miles away. That's how many light years equal to the square root of 121? Yes, Parkville.
11.
11 it is, yes, sir. 30-point question. Everybody look at your monitors. A truce rather than a peace. This is the way John Quincy Adams described what treaty ending the War of 1812 that left virtually all issues unsettled. Westminster.
Treaty of Paris.
Ooh, good try. Treaty of Ghent. Treaty of Ghent. Next. There were no hazmat laws in the 19th century when Dr. Edward Jenner sent out live vaccines for use against what? Disfiguring? Yes, have read to Grace.
Smallpox.
Smallpox it is, Dan. A burned bagel recently led to the evacuation of an airport terminal in what city whose spirit named Charles Lindbergh's famous plane? Yes, Parkville.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, you got it, Drew. Clocked at 4 hours and 29 minutes, the longest speech ever recorded at the United Nations was made in 1960 by what former leader of communist Cuba? Westminster. You may answer.
Castro.
Castro it is, and the buzzer says, our game is over. We will be right back.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Giant has unbelievable produce prices. So you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
That's right, honey. Bye.
Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. From delicious recipes to fresh time savers, Savory Magazine is full of the things that make life savory. Flip or click through today with copies in-store and online.
There's a unique way to fight cancer. It involves lacing up and participating in the 10th annual Maryland Half Marathon and 5K. It benefits the University of Maryland Greenebaum Comprehensive Cancer Center. Join me and hundreds of others on Saturday, June 9th in Maple Lawn as we run with a purpose and help others battling cancer.
Sign up at mdhalfmarathon.com. Sponsored by the University of Maryland Greenebaum Comprehensive Cancer Center.
Are now official. Our first congratulations with 300 points, the team from Westminster, Chase, Mike, and Dylan. Next with 420 points for the game they had, the team from Have Read to Grace, Jenna, Dan, and Rebecca. And they're headed to the playoffs. Today's winner with 510 points, Parkville High School, Steve, Rashad, and Drew. Next week, our first playoff. Be here for River Hill, Middletown, and Catoctin here on It's Academic. I'm Dave Zarin. I'll see you then. Audience, come on down.
There's a